Hey y'all, this is Sister Cherry. I just rebooted everything because I want my screen share. I sent the link to you, Black Jesus, as well. All you gotta do is just click the link, and you will definitely see it. TVCO is going to get Pastor Sean to bring him back up in here. I'm so sorry that I had shut it down like that, but Sister Cherry needs her scriptures because when you say something like that, um, you got to back that thing up. And and I'm the type of person I want everybody to see what's going on. So y'all forgive Sister Cherry for doing that to y'all. I did that. I shut everything down, rebooted everything, and boosted it back up. Let me just share this with him again. Um, I gave him the link. Um, So, Black Jesus Minister, you do have the link, so we can go ahead and continue this conversation because we got an hour left because I don't want to run into Brother G Man who is also doing his podcast tonight. So, yes, so if go into the old platform, I think TBCO is doing that. Black Jesus to come out of there because I still see him in there, and coming to the new link. Again, I really don't know what else to really say, but that I disagree wholeheartedly what was just said. That's why I shut this thing down, and yeah. So I see two different. Hopefully, um, he will come out of that particular hangout and come back in here. Uh, Messenger of Truth. I know you on here on this panel. Let me go take a look real quick. Let's see. Yes, I got Messenger of Truth on panel. Messenger of Truth. Can you clear some of this stuff up from what we heard? I totally disagreed with what he was saying, and it sent me into a complete conniption. I know you're trying to teach Sister Cherry patience, but I couldn't have patience with that. So could you help us out here and clear up some matters? Because that was totally wrong. The Bible is just a history book. The Bible is about genealogy and all that other stuff. When Paul is clearly telling us that that genealogy and Titus 3:9 don't give way to that vain talk of genealogy. But again, we're gonna apply which God says not to. Help me, brother. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help. What's going on?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Paul says to avoid people like that. Don't get dragged into stupid questions and arguments about genealogy because you know it's only going to get lead to more and more contention, basically. So he's like, don't even. He's basically saying just avoid people like that. Don't even entertain them. Sort of like what Solomon says when he said, you know, do not answer a fool in accordance to his folly, lest you end up becoming just like him. I'll tell you something my father said when I was a little boy, well, maybe teenager, I guess, a long time ago, at least maybe 2, 3 decades ago. He did say the Bible has history in it, but it's not a history book. The Bible has science in it, but it's not a science book. The Bible has genealogy, but it's not a book of genealogy. And he's right. It has elements of these things, but it's not meant to teach you science. It's not meant to teach you genealogy. It's not meant to teach you archaeology. It's not meant to do those things. The entire word of God is the word of God. It's not the word of Israel. It's not the word of pre-Israel. It's not the word of the church. It's the word of God. It belongs to him and no one else. Every single book is about glorifying himself. It's not about glorifying the saints previous to Israel. It's not about glorifying Israel. It's not about glorifying the church. God glorifies himself in his word, primarily in the form of the promised Messiah. So when I hear people say things like that, I basically, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not really listening. I hear them, but I'm not listening because I've heard it 1,000 times already. Um, It's not worth my time. At least I feel that way, to really go into silly stuff like that. Um, so to clear it up, I can't, because I basically just have, okay, let it hit me in my chest and drop to the ground. I'm not interested in picking it up. But yeah, we've heard it all before. You've heard it 1,000 times. At least I have. It's nothing new. Is literally nothing new. I've heard it for the past 19 years. I know you all have heard me say 18 years, but it's a new year now. So it's been 19 years I've been doing this. It's nothing new at all. So, but these are his beliefs. You know what I mean? If somebody has beliefs, then it's their beliefs. Jehovah's Witnesses have their beliefs. KKK have their beliefs. Catholics have their beliefs.
Absolutely.
Beliefs, fine. But when they drag me into it, they're going to have a problem.
Absolutely. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I like I said, I forgot. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock where G-Man is, and it's 6 o'clock here. I forgot he's an hour ahead of me. And I said I didn't want to run into my brother's podcast. So I know a lot of people don't be up late or whatever. So I know it's kind of probably going to be hard to get y'all back in here like this. So what I'll do, even though this was just a brief moment, I know y'all audience members, y'all probably mad at me. But please don't, because I'm trying to show respect to my dear brother, and I lost track of time, and I forgot he's an hour ahead of me. So I don't want to run into him. So what I'm going to do, I am going to disperse this hangout as well. I'm not even going to give closing remarks because we're not done. Nothing was truly completed other than what Messenger of Truth said and Brother TVC. So, courtesy to my brother G-Man, because he's got a big thing going on tonight on his podcast, and I want everybody to go over there and to support him. Tomorrow, I'm going to continue this conversation. And in fact, I'm going to try to continue this conversation early. Usually I start at 7. So I may go ahead and start at 7 o'clock. I don't know, maybe 6. I'm not sure. Yeah. And so we can continue this conversation, because this was absolutely, I couldn't believe he even said that. And what I should have did is just let it continue to go. But I was thinking about the scriptures. I'm sorry, y'all. So that's my fault. Please don't blame the panel. Blame Google Hangout, because they stuff be messing up. So, and plus Black Jesus Minister hasn't gotten back in here anyway. I'm not sure what went on. So with that being said, y'all come on over to to Brother G-Man's hangout. I don't want to interfere in what he's got going on. I promised him that I would end on time, and I'm a little over. So I want to be courteous to my fellow Shield Squad brothers, and we're going to continue this conversation. I guarantee you we're not done, because that was complete foolishness what was just thrown up there. That's why I was just thinking about the scriptures. So I do beg the pardon of my panel. Please forgive Sister Cherry, and as well as my audience members. I didn't know that this thing was going to go quirky. So yes, we will meet again tomorrow. I will probably start a little earlier than usual, and then we can have a longer time. Yeah, so let's go on over to G-Man platform. Y'all show him the same support that y'all show me. I love you all. God's blessings on you and to your household. Peace and blessings until we meet again.